Well, good afternoon, interweb. Once again, this is Quattro16 here, and doing another short update on the Audi 90. So, got the head back from the machine shop, and I'm pretty happy with the work that he did. A couple things kind of are bugging me. I don't know, the valves he got don't look quite the same as you can see. These ones kind of have a dish out in the middle. These ones are just, I don't know, they just have that weird little recess there. And yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming they're the same size and everything, so I'm not gonna freak out about it. But just a little odd, you know. The other thing that was kind of, I don't know, struck me a little weird is he ended up putting all the exhaust studs on the intake side when I picked it up. And yeah, so I had to go in and pull all the studs out, which isn't a huge deal, you know. It was just a little time consuming. But they're all on the right side now, and got the exhaust manifold all bolted in. I had actually placed it on the head, or on the block, to do the fitment for the turbo itself, because there's several, there's just a couple things that run by it, mainly the AC lines, and a couple electrical wires, mainly I think it's the starter and the ignition, kind of run through that area, so you might want to make sure there's plenty of clearance. You'll also have to excuse my voice. I'm a little nasally and getting over a cold. It's also the reason I haven't made a ton of progress. Not that I'm trying to use that as an excuse, but yeah. And the only thing I got now, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it with the crappy lighting, but there's a stud broken off on the turbo, the turbine housing, and yeah, so I have to try and fix that right now, because this just sits in there like so, and there's these plates that go around, but the one on that one right there only has one bolt holding it in, so that didn't look too good to me. So I figured, you know, since I'm in there anyways, might as well just pull it apart and try to get a new stud for it. But yeah, I just gotta get an easy out and try and get it off of there. The other thing I did is I got my multi-layer steel head gasket. Now this is the one off the, I believe it's the same between the 3B and the AAN, but I ordered mine as a stock OEM 3B gasket. And here's the crappy lighting again. The lights went out in the shop where I work, so it's kind of been restricted to daytime hours as well. But there's this little stud here for the that the 7A block has that I guess the 3B doesn't. And so you have to drill the head gasket out, or you can take the stud off, whichever is easier. I thought it was easier just to drill the head gasket and make room for it. But other than that, it's direct fit. I haven't noticed any issues so far. Still not sure if I'm going to buy another one and maybe try and stack them. Kind of seems like that might be the way to go, because if I'm doing all this work to put a turbo on, I might as well use it. I don't know. If I just leave the stock compression ratio, I might be just limited to, you know, maybe 7 or 10 psi right now, which is only using like half of its potential. But I don't know. It would make for an okay daily driver. Maybe I don't know, maybe wound up picking something else for a really crazy turbo project, which is what I have my bike for actually. This is yeah, my other projects is what I was working on when I got the 90 wrecked when I ran into that deer. This is a 1990 Kawasaki Ninja 750, and yeah, I bought it last summer for like, I don't know, it was like 500 or something, and there wasn't a whole ton wrong with it. I mean, well, yes and no. The gas tank's kind of shit. It's rusted out on the inside and pretty dented, so I need to get that redone. But I figured, you know, it was right after I got my car back together and everything, so I was, well, you know, what the hell. I'll just tear it apart over the winter and do a ground-up rebuild. So I did, and right now I'm in the middle of popping the case and trying to get the transmission fixed. Second gear kept popping out. Whenever you were on the throttle, it would just fly out of gear and ring, you know, just rev to the moon. But good news is I got the frame done. Actually had it, took it to get powder coated, and pretty happy with how it came out. I just, yeah, now with the car and everything, haven't had time to work on that. Well, time or money. But yeah, that's another thing I'm working on. I'd really like to put a turbo on that. But yeah, once I get the car finished, then I can move on. Alrighty. Well, until next time. See you later.